Hi, welcome to Global Greats. Today we explore the rise of Emmanuel Macron, President of France and a key architect of modern Europe. Born in Amiens in 1977 to two physicians, Macron excelled academically, moving from his hometown to Paris's elite Lycée Henri Davout. He earned degrees in public policy from Sciences Po and philosophy from Paris Nanterre, then graduated near the top of his class at the École Nationale d'Administration, ENA. Macron began as a finance inspector in the Ministry of Economy and Finance, but soon transitioned to Rothschild and CA Bank, where he earned a reputation as a brilliant deal-maker. His standout moment, brokering Nestlé's $12 billion acquisition of Pfizer's baby food division in 2012. This success propelled him back into public service as an economic advisor to President François Hollande, then Deputy Chief of Staff at the Élysée Palace. In these roles, Macron gained invaluable experience and built a powerful network within the highest levels of French politics. This period set the stage for his rapid ascent, equipping him with the insight and connections to challenge France's political establishment. Macron's journey from Amiens to the Élysée is a story of relentless ambition and strategic vision. Macron's leap from advisor to political leader was swift. Appointed Minister of Economy in 2014, he championed the pro-business Macron Law, liberalizing sectors of the French economy. His reforms sparked fierce resistance even within his own Socialist Party, forcing the government to bypass parliament using Article 49.3. Sensing public frustration with traditional parties, Macron launched En Marche in 2016, a centrist movement promising a new political era. He resigned from government, declared his presidential candidacy, and ran as an outsider despite his establishment roots. The 2017 campaign was marked by scandal among rivals and disarray in mainstream parties, clearing a path for Macron. In the first round, he led with 24% of the vote, advancing to a runoff against far-right leader Marine Le Pen. For the first time in the Fifth Republic, neither mainstream party reached the final round. Macron's campaign blended modern communication with bold promises, capturing a nation hungry for change. His rise was both a product of political opportunity and a masterclass in seizing the moment. The stage was set for a historic upset. On May 7, 2017, Macron defeated Marine Le Pen, becoming France's youngest president since Napoleon. His party, La République En Marche, quickly secured a parliamentary majority, giving him a strong mandate. Macron launched sweeping reforms, overhauling labor laws, cutting corporate taxes, and restructuring the state railway. These moves sparked fierce opposition from unions and the left, earning him the nickname Jupiter for his top-down style. The Yellow Vests movement erupted in 2018, protesting economic inequality and Macron's perceived elitism. Macron responded with concessions, raising the minimum wage and cutting taxes for pensioners, and launched a national debate to reconnect with citizens. The COVID-19 pandemic then tested his leadership. Strict lockdowns and economic support measures helped France recover faster than many neighbors. His crisis management and vaccination rollout restored some political standing ahead of the 2022 election. Macron's first term was defined by bold reforms, fierce resistance and resilience in the face of crisis. In 2022, Macron again defeated Le Pen, becoming the first French president in 20 years to win re-election. However, his party lost its parliamentary majority, forcing him to govern with a fragile coalition and negotiate every reform. The most contentious battle pension reform, raising the retirement age from 62 to 64. Massive protests and strikes swept the country, and Macron's government used Article 49.3 to push the law through, fueling accusations of undemocratic tactics. To reset his presidency, Macron appointed Gabriel Attal as prime minister in 2024, signaling renewal with France's youngest and first openly gay PM. Yet, political instability persisted, with the far-right national rally surging in the 20,000 V25 Volksher Danby, Urain and Binding, Second Sem. Macron's call for a snap parliamentary election underscored the volatility and polarization of French politics. His second term has been a test of leadership in a deeply divided nation. Macron has positioned himself as a champion of European sovereignty and integration. He advocates for EU strategic autonomy, stronger defense, unified economic policy, and a more assertive global role. Macron's diplomacy is hands-on, engaging with allies and adversaries alike, notably during the Ukraine crisis. He's hosted major international events, using France as a platform for global dialogue. Macron has led efforts to combat disinformation, pushing for transparency in online platforms, and fighting foreign interference. In 2025, he and his wife filed a defamation lawsuit in the US against conspiracy theories, signaling a personal and political stand against misinformation. This move highlighted his belief that leaders must actively defend democratic values in the digital age. Macron's global vision is clear: a strong, united Europe capable of shaping its own destiny. Macron's relationship with his wife, Brigitte, has drawn intense public attention. They met when he was her teenage student. Their 25-year age gap has fueled endless media scrutiny. Despite criticism, Brigitte is Macron's confidant and an active presence in his public life, focusing on education and health. The couple's closeness is well known. They rarely spend nights apart, and Macron is stepfather to her children and grandchildren. Their partnership has faced malicious rumors and conspiracy theories, including attacks on Brigitte's identity. In response, the Macrons have taken legal action and presented a united front, highlighting the personal toll of public life. Their relationship remains a defining and resilient feature of his presidency. As of April 2026, Macron's presidency is a story of disruption and ambition. He broke France's left-right mold, built a centrist movement, and pushed divisive reforms to modernize the economy. His leadership has faced fierce opposition, deepening polarization, and the rise of the far right. Internationally, Macron has elevated France's influence and championed a sovereign, assertive Europe. His use of constitutional powers and bold diplomacy have shaped his legacy as both a reformer and a controversial figure. With his final term ending in 2027, the future of his movement and France's political landscape remains uncertain. Macron's central question endures: in a world of giants, who will lead Europe and what will its future be?